My name is Jasmine. I am going to be talking to you today about secular humanism. So I'm just going to go over what the definition of it is, what it means, just a little bit of interesting facts about it, history of it, the symbol that represents it, and the maps of where people who are practicing this are located. So the first thing I want to say about secular humanism is that it was founded in the 1960s, so it is a rather new concept. So the definition of it, as described in the Secular Humanist Organization website, is secular humanism is a comprehensive, non-religious life stance incorporating a naturalistic philosophy, cosmic outlook rooted in science, and a consequential ethical system. So it's a lot of words. Let's break it down just so we can all understand it. So comprehensive, non-religious life stance. All right. So secular humanists do not believe in religion. They believe in no realm after death. There's no higher power to them whatsoever. So in a way, they are atheists. They're a little different than atheists. So there's a quote actually on one of the links that I had sent you by Allen and Perelman in the article called "God Without God: Secular Humanism and Morality." He quotes in it, "A secular humanist is almost the same thing as an atheist." Just like I said, the difference is an atheist focuses on the absence of God, where secular humans don't deny the existence of God, but they don't consider God relevant at all. So a naturalistic philosophy means that everyday experiences that we have are the only experiences that we have. So this physical life that we are in right now, that is all that we are experiencing here. There's no afterlife. Everything that can be explained in nature can be explained by the scientific method. And that is what they seek, is truth through science. A cosmic outlook rooted in science, and that's a little bit about what I just said. Everything is explained through science. Our universe, ourselves, we did not come from anywhere, anything besides, elements and minerals and atoms and all that stuff. That is where we came from. Evolution, things like that. So everything that is here and we can explain is all through science. A substantial ethical system. So these humanists, these people who are the humanists, they believe that their ethics come from consequences. But yeah, ethics are developed and improved by examining results of other men and women living. So these people look at a lot of history. They look at, how people are interacting with one another. They see the consequences that can happen from action. So humanism, secular humanists, are really all about bettering this life that we're in. And that's why they are ethically good people and they feel like it's good to be nice to one another. So the values is that you should be committed to improve the human welfare of the world. And that includes things that live in this world, environment, anything that affects humans and affects, us, that these people, secular humanists, are all about improving for a better life for us. Because for them, this is the one chance you have, one life, one thing here. That's it. Denies meanings, values, and ethics are imposed from above. So to become a secular humanist, you must definitely be convinced that there is no higher power, there is no God, there's nothing else to believe in but whatever can be proven. Strive for life that are rich intellectually, ethically, and emotionally for your personal self rather than a religious faith. So, like I said before, this entire movement, this entire life stance is to better yourself and help others that are around, because it is all about the human world. This is what we're living in. There's nothing else. There's no other time but now. Really big organization in secular humanism and humanism in general is IHEU, and that is International Human Ethical Union. And it is a huge group of people. They have a board committee and everything, and they are full of philosophers and really intellectual people who believe in bettering this world and, moving forward for humans, all humans. And they believe that all choices as far as government, politics, should be chosen morally and logically. Everything should be logic. It should never be because of one's faith where someone is choosing something for everyone else. 4 to 5 million secular humanists. They're all in around 31 countries. The US, Europe has a high count of them. The highest area that has people of secular humanism is in Scotland, which has 28%. There's about only 12% on the US. There's about 16% in Canada. There's about a little less in Australia and England, I believe. So they are all spread out all over the world, but those are the highest counts is in Scotland. Next thing I want to show you is Paul Kurtz. He is the father of secular humanism. He is the founder. Like I said, it was founded in 1960, so I'm going to move this a little closer just so you can see a picture of him. There he is. So that's Paul Kurtz. He was born December 21st in 1925. He actually just recently passed away in 2012, this year. So he was very young when he went into World War II. He was 19 years old. This guy's life actually is amazing. He's done a lot in his life. He studied philosophy after getting out of the war. He studied philosophy at NYU and got a PhD in philosophy at Columbia University. He was also a professor at Trinity College and in Buffalo, and he was actually in Buffalo till 1991 where he retired. So he became, in the 1960s, like I said before, he became one of the leaders in humanism and the head chairman of the IHEU. Another thing that is symbolizes secular humanism is this symbol right here. This symbol is called the happy human. It displays, like I said, a happy human, kind of promoting human beings all over the world, just really supporting that as their belief, and that's what they strive for, is for everyone to be happy. So my next half of this project is a video that I put together, and it shows 5 different people who I've interviewed, asking them what they think about secular humanism, what their just personal beliefs are, what they think about it, if it's affected them in any way. So stay tuned. Enjoy the rest of the video. Thank you so much. Do you know what secular humanism is?
I do not.
I do not.
No, I don't.
What? Or no? Yeah, like the humanists.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm sick of this uphill battle. Can't drag me.
I mean, it's a good one because it's kind of close to, I guess, my beliefs.
Yeah, I don't know. I never really thought about it. I don't even pass basic science.
I like it.
Well, now that you explain it to me, I think I am that.
I think it's logically valid, and that you don't need religion in order to be morally good.
Till somebody rescues me, but then you come.
I'm in God. I believe when you die, you go heaven. I believe God created heaven and earth.
Well, I was raised at the beach. I was basically a hippie child. Being raised like that up until the time I was about 5, going to Catholic school, was pretty traumatizing.
I was raised Catholic, but when I got older, I started thinking that the moral code of the church isn't necessary, because I formed my own morals outside the church.
I was taught that you didn't have to go to church to believe in something. Like,
Grown up Catholic, what do you think?
I just feel like, you know, all that stuff is all just, I don't know, it's not real.
What's not
Life
real?
is real. And what we are doing right now and living, that's what we need to worry about, and not worry about what's going to happen in the future. You gotta just be living life.
Definitely. Higher power, and believe like all of the, whatever you do in your life, there are reactions, or consequences.
For example, I learned early on that I didn't agree with the Catholic Church's position on birth control. It made me think that there was other ways of reaching a moral decision than just the church.
and I think it's great for people. I think there's some people out there that need direction.
Everyone's got their own outlooks, you know, in life, and so, you know, the experiences you go through in life makes you believe what you want to believe.
It's their prerogative. Everybody has their own thoughts, beliefs, their own ideas, their own, you know, their own brain, right?
I think for some people, being very strict about religion helps them, because it gives them a framework to live their lives, and with kind of order and in a simple way.
That's a great thing about our country. You can believe in whatever you want. It doesn't have that stereotype of like this is right and this is wrong.
My personal thoughts about this project about secular humanism, after doing all the research and just seeing what a lot of my peers and my boss and everyone that I interviewed really thought about it, is a very interesting concept. I really like it. I actually never knew there was a whole organization devoted to this kind of thing. It's just a very cool thought, and it's a cool thought because it makes me think, when you think about this is your one and only life and there's not a lot of others that you're gonna have, it's kind of one of those things where you're like, wow, it kind of makes you feel like I gotta make the most of this. I have to, you know, I'm here, it's my only life, I'm gonna live, I might as well just do my thing and bang it out. And as far as being brought up Catholic, I go back and forth. I believe that somewhat there is a higher power somehow. I just kind of find it hard to believe that there's not, but just because of the way I was brought up. It's a new concept. It's very new, but it's really awesome, and I like it, and I think it's a good way of looking at things, and I think more things should be looked at logically rather than a lot of faith and a lot of uncertainty. This is just very certain.